Welcome to So Delicious Kitchen. My name is Joyce, and today I will be showing you how to make Efo Riro and pounded yam from the Yoruba tribe in Nigeria. Okay, so we're about to blend the peppers for the Efo Riro stew, and for that you need a food processor. Well, you can use a blender as well, but I like to use a food processor to blend my peppers because I don't like the water. So I'm gonna drain the water out of the peppers into a bowl with a sieve. So a bowl and a sieve set to one side, and then we can start blending the peppers now. And don't forget to add the crayfish when you're blending it. Okay, after it's blended, so you put it into the bowl through the sieve so you can drain out any excess water. Okay, so after blending the peppers, it's time to fry your Efo Riro stew, and we need palm oil first for that. You can mix some with vegetable oil if you like, but with the palm oil you need to bleach it first. And to bleach the palm oil, you will need a well-ventilated area. Open all the windows and get ready to bleach your oil. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. Okay, so the oil's in there now, getting ready to bleach. So I'm going to cover it with the lid, which will allow it to change color. So if you look at it now, it's still red, the palm oil, or orange. But then it will change to a lighter color, so that's when you know it's bleached. So I would advise you to cover the pot, leave it on the medium heat, and let the palm oil go through the bleaching process. So that will take about 5-10 minutes, I think. And now our oil is bleached, getting ready to fry the Efo Riro stew. Woo. Gently, just add the blended peppers into the oil. Okay, I'm gonna add the stockfish first. Normally, if you don't have the time to soak it, I advise you to soak this overnight to get it really soft. Because if you look at my stockfish, I didn't boil it or anything. It's soft already. Okay, so you add the stockfish in. And then next you add the large crayfish. Give it a stir. So we add all the meats, and then we're going to leave it to cook for a little while. So this is the cow foot, beef, smoked turkey, mama, shaki, this is snail, and then we've got the dry fish as well. So I'm going to try get that in the middle to just one side. So when I'm stirring, I'm going to be careful because sometimes this dry fish can break up. Stir it all in now. Okay, so when you're stirring your stew, stirring all the meat into the stew, and it's coming out a little bit dry, then you can just add a little bit of the fish stock, the one that you soaked the stockfish in. So always save that. So you just add a little bit into the pot, just so that all the meat can cook together. Lastly, add the iru into the stew. Okay, so give it another stir in. Stir the iru into the stew. Now that's all stirred in, cover the pots and let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes to check it. And in that meantime, while we're waiting for this to cook, I'm going to show you how to do the pounded yam. So follow me. So we're gonna wash the yam now before we boil it, so you can get any loose dirt that will float to the top. Now that you've washed your yam, add water to the same level as the yam. Do not add any salt, don't add anything, it's just the yam and the water. You're gonna boil it until soft. Wow, so our stew now is all nice and bubbling away. It's been cooking for about 15 minutes. Now let's check to see if it tastes, ooh, well enough. Okay, so because we've got the dry fish in there, when you're stirring the stew, stir very gently, so around the corners rather than, and if you're gonna go in the middle, try and go in from right at the bottom to stir it in and then shake it up a bit. And then let me give it a little taste. It's ready to have the vegetables in there now. And we're gonna start off by adding the ugu leaves first. Going to add the ugu leaves in now. So do not worry that you have a lot in your pot. So you add the ugu in gently. This is what I do first. I add the ugu leaves right on top of the soup. And because I'm not brave enough to stir it quite yet, so once I've got all the leaves in, I'm gonna cover the pot for about 5 minutes. And then the ugu will basically just shrink. Then I'm gonna be able to stir the ugu into the stew. And then once that's stirred in, I'm gonna add in the spinach. That's the last thing. But let's wait for the ugu to soften up a bit more. So it's been 5 minutes and the ugu leaves have shrunk quite a bit. So I'm gonna stir it in now. And because the ugu leaves are a bit more, just a little bit more tougher than spinach, this is the one that should always go in first while you're cooking your Efo Riro. So you can go ahead and add more ugu if you like, but I don't like to add too much to my Efo Riro stew. But this is it. See, all the ugu's all stirred in now. And lastly, spinach does not take long to cook at all. Spinach should be the last thing that you add to your Efo Riro stew. So we'll do the same thing with the ugu leaves. So we'll add it to the top. And the steam from the stew will just naturally soften the spinach. Once that is soft, it's time to turn off the heat. So I'm gonna close the lid now and let the spinach steam for about 2 minutes. Okay, so now that the stew is ready, it's now time to prepare the pounded yam. The yam is now cooked, so I'm gonna get ready to blend it. Look at it, it's nice and soft. So place it next to your food processor. Remember, all the details of how to make the pounded yam is on the recipe below, so just click on it and see all the instructions that I've given how to make the pounded yam. So just follow my steps anyway. Okay, I'm about to blend the yam. You also need a bowl of cold water next to your yam and a spatula. So when you're blending the yam, you're gonna need dip this into the cold water to help you scoop it out. I will show you how to do that now. Get some yam with your spoon and put them in the food processor. And you add some of the yam water, just a little bit, and then you cover it and blend it on the highest speed. The yam has been blended now, so look, try your best to scoop the yam out. Grab the corners from the cling film to wrap it. So if you pick up the both ends and pick up the other end together like this, then you can pick up the pounded yam. Squeeze it right at the middle, like this, and twist. Pounded yam ready. Okay, now that the Efo Riro is ready, as well as the pounded yam, time to plate it up.
Yeah.
Okay, now the Efo Riro is ready, I'm going to serve it to my husband.